Hello and welcome to this episode of Sami Reviews. Today I will be reviewing the popular Japanese animation series called Boy Meets Harem. It originally debuted on October 31st, 2014, and it was based off a manga with the same name. This is a re-review. I've already reviewed it once, and I sort of want to apologize for that review because I think it's quite low for what the show actually deserves. I think it's actually way deeper than I originally thought, because I thought it was a very surface level show, but when I was rewatching it for the 9th time, I realized that this does have a lot of deeper meaning. As the main character, Nyoku Shindu, he is on a school trip with his classmates, and they are on a plane, and the plane crashes. That is only in the first 5 minutes, and it's already full of impressions, and it's beautiful because there's so much in that very little scene that you can think about. I think it's a very, very well written show. It challenges societal norms, and it really asks questions, makes you think, makes you think. Every scene is like, does this have a deeper meaning? Yes, it does. But it doesn't tell you what the deeper meaning is. It makes you think, It's up to your interpretation of what the writer and director really want to push, the message that they want to push through to you. And as I said, in the first scene, he has a nightmare where he sees a monster, a horrifying monster, attack his classmates. And again, I think this is a message that the director is trying to push here. I don't know what this message is, though. I have some theories, but I don't know exactly what he's trying to say here. But I think that's the part of the beauty that Boy Meets Harem has. It's, as I said, it makes you think. It makes you really challenge your ideas. It challenges you, your ideologies, your thoughts, what you think of certain type of people, stuff like that. And I think this is a really really good show. And it might be confusing, but I really strongly advise that you rewatch it, because when you watch it the first time, it seems like a very surface level show, but when you watch it the second time, you see, oh yeah, there's some things here, You see some things peeking, and you see like, oh, I see, and then you watch it the third time, and you're like, oh yeah, and then really trying to understand. You really understand it. Maybe you rewind it a bit, to check the previous scene, check if there's more. Yeah, and then on the fourth time, you sort of start to know the script, and then you think, now that you remember the script, you can understand the script. You see, fifth time, at that point, I was starting to get like a standstill. I realized that I couldn't really think of or see or understand anything more. Sixth time, basically the same. But the 7th, 8th, and 9th time, that's when it really went through to me. That's when I really ascended, I should say, because that's when I understood Boy Meets Harem. Because the first time you understand the plot, but at the 9th time you understand Boy Meets Harem, and I think that's the beauty. Because a lot of media produced in recent years is very it's very fast. It's very snappy. Like, you watch this series, no more. That's the first that you watched the first time, no more. Watch this movie the first time, no more. That's the only time you watch. It's very fast. It's very actionful. But there's no incentive to watch it again. It's not, you don't get that feeling. This might be good or bad, but in my opinion, it's bad, because a movie should be able to have some things that you are to discover to yourself, because movies like Inception and Tenet, and Christopher Nolan's very good with that, and I think the director is very talentful in this, where the hidden messages and your own interpretations. And when I watched it for the first time and I went to bed next to my wife, I couldn't sleep because I was thinking about it too much. I was like, what does Nyoki really? What does he need? What does he want? Because he seems very innocent, but every man has he has something he wants to. He has a goal, but doesn't seem to have it in the beginning. But that's, you see, he does have a goal. And the plane crashes. Now I think this is really this is the climax. This is when it all seems so low. Naoki's at an all-time low, but through teamwork and motivation from his classmates and his teacher, then, you know, they all get through it. And I think, again, this is a deeper message. Now I won't say too much, because this is my interpretation again, and it's not. I think it's important for the independent viewer to have their own thoughts and opinions about this, because I think that's what the director intended. Just everybody have their there's no set, like, this is exactly what this means. No, I think this is a sort of a loose, you define this, and you understand it, but somebody else doesn't understand it from your point of view. They understand it from their own, you know? They interpret it their way. There's no set in stone answer to every question that the show asks you. You know, it is not. The show can be very indirect, but in certain ways, that's sort of there's a beauty. I think it's very underrated, and I strongly regret giving it such a low score last time. And I deeply apologize to all my viewers that thought that it was a bad show, that it wasn't worth watching, because I made that review the same day I watched it. As I said, when I went to bed next to my wife, I couldn't sleep, and that's when I realized I had to do it again. So I've now deleted that video, and I wanna shoot up the score. You know, it's way better. It's way better, and that's if you can remember a show that well when you go to bed, I think if you think about it that much, it should definitely deserve a high score. And I gave it a 6.5 out of 10 last time, and I think I'll place it on actually a 8.5, if not a 9. And this is good, because I think I have never given a 9 before. I think I've never given a 9 before. I think this is this is a show that deserves a 9. So yeah, this is the first 9. Boy Meets Harem. Little applause there. Congratulations on being the first ever show to receive a 9 on the Sammy Reviews channel. I think it is a piece of art. It's a piece of very important art that will be remembered by the Japanese public for years, and even some of the Western public as well. But that's the shame about the West, is that they think the world is so Eurocentric that they don't understand that other parts of the world have their own, you know. And this is, you know, everybody's so, you know, Hollywood produce all the movies, but, you know, when you look to Japan, to Asia, you know, then you discover the deep pieces of this true art, you know. You understand, oh, this is true art and beauty, just flowing around on the screen, you know. And I think it's a well-deserved 9. It's one of the best movies television shows, sorry, that I've watched last decade, if not my entire life. Again, truly a piece of art, and it's thought-provoking. I think that's very important, because, you know, you can produce just another action movie. That's easy. Just another action movie, just another thriller, just another horror movie. But a thought-provoking piece of art, that can't be produced every day, you know? And I think that's the note I want to end this video on. Thank you all for watching.